Hi friends, welcome back to Cooking with Katie. Tonight we're making a butternut squash sage ricotta tart. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and grab your butternut squash, and we're going to go ahead and peel it. Once you have it peeled, we're going to cut it into little chunks. Go ahead and take out the seeds, and we'll be putting it into a big bowl. We're going to drizzle with olive oil. And then we're going to take some fresh sage and chop that up. And we're going to leave a little bit to garnish on top. Go ahead and add that in. We're going to do salt and pepper to taste. Give it a good stir. And go ahead and spray a baking sheet because we will be roasting these. Lay everything out flat. And we're going to be roasting these for 30 to 35 minutes until the squash is fork tender. Wipe out your bowl. Now we're going to be adding 1.5 cups of ricotta. Roughly 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. A little bit of salt and pepper. You don't want to overload it. And then 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then 1 large egg. I'm going to use a turkey egg, which tastes just like a regular egg. And then you're gonna mix everything together until it's nice and smooth. All right, either spray a tart pan or a pie pan. All right, take a puff pastry and roll it out into your pan. If it cracks, just smooth the cracks out. Smush them back together. And you can just cut off the excess. You could even use that to fill in your cracks. Next, take a fork and just poke some holes so that it doesn't bubble up while it's cooking. And we're going to add a ricotta mix to the bottom. All right, once it's done roasting, we're going to take a little bit and kind of push it into the mix. And then we're going to layer the rest on top. When you have it all nice and even, we're going to sprinkle some more Parmesan on top. Add a little bit of parsley and then our sage leaves. We're going to put this in for about 30 to 35 more minutes until the puff pastry is nice and brown and the filling has set in the middle. Isn't that beautiful? I cannot wait to try it. Let's have a taste. That is perfect. The squash just melts in your mouth. So if you like this recipe, please like, share, follow, YouTube subscribe so we can make more recipes together. Have a great night.